Hi YouTube family, it is time for July favorites. We are all done with that month, and I'm hoping that August isn't as hot for everyone as it was in July, because dang, it was hot for everybody. But here we are around the 1st of August, and I have picked up quite a few things that I want to share with you guys, and then some of these things that I've revisited and I've had and that I just absolutely love. But I'm going to start and tell you about a couple of the skincare things that I really like. I am in love with The Ordinary's Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution. This goes on and it feels, I can feel it tingling, and it's so good. I know that it's working. I know that it's doing its exfoliating job, and I really love that about it. And I waited a long time to get this, and I've been using it like crazy, and I've hardly made a dent in it. I use it every single day. The other thing that I'm loving is a new sunscreen, and this one is the Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. I am really enjoying this. It is extremely sheer, does not interfere with my makeup, doesn't interfere with my primer, my moisturizers, anything. So I'm really enjoying that. Also, have been enjoying this e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. I put this on under my eyes when I sit down to do my makeup. I keep this in the drawer with all my primers and everything, and I immediately put this on just to give an extra boost of hydration to my under eyes before I put on any concealer or anything, because I have such you know, so many fine lines and dryness under there that can look crepey, and I feel like this helps hydrate before I go on to my next step on my under eyes. The last thing is skincare is this bee oil from The Ordinary. You guys have to go on The Ordinary's website and see all the oils that are in here. There are so many, and they're so good. This oil feels like luxury to me. It comes out, it has not a medicine-y smell. It's a very faint smell, but it comes out and it looks kind of green. But I use 2 drops in the morning, and then I use 2 drops at night. If you have dry skin, it's really gonna hydrate you and really do good. Now, as I'm rubbing it along here, it does have a little bit of an oily feel, but I use it in the morning to kind of lock in all my skincare that I've already done. Okay, now on to a few makeup items. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I really like this. It fills in your pores. It feels very light, very airy, but I thought, you know what, this is a hefty price for the big one. I got this little one. This is a deluxe size one. But I'll show you another one that I do like that is that little bit more of a thinner consistency that's really nice to have in the summer, and that's the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Face Primer. It comes in a pump right here. The pump delivery system is a little bit awkward because you can't just pump a little bit out. It just, a lot comes out no matter what. But it has that thinner texture that the Hourglass does, and it just seems to go and melt away on your skin while it still is filling in those pores. So this is one that I really enjoy, and I've been reaching for, you know, to kind of compare the two. Okay, I actually got this eyelash curler sent to me by Kevin Aquan through Octoly, and I wanted so long to compare this to my Shiseido, because I have talked to you guys over and over again about my Shiseido eyelash curler. And as I was looking at it, I'm looking at it and I'm going, okay, this one has a little, my Shiseido has a little bit less of a curve. This one has a little bit more of a curve. When I'm using them, I don't notice that there is a whole lot of difference as far as the way that it cups my eye. But I do still like the Shiseido in that it really curls your lashes. This one from Kevin Aquan, it does the curling, but you have to press really hard. And sometimes with my fibromyalgia, my hands hurt. So this one is a little bit tougher to get the curl out of, even though it does a good job of it. All eyelash curlers are not created equal. Every time I mention these eyelash curlers, I say that. All eyelash curlers are not created equal. Get yourself a really good eyelash curler, and you will never be sad that you did spend the money on it, because it's a tool that's not ever going to really wear out, but it can make a huge difference in the curl of your eyelashes. So I like the Kevin Aquan one. Thank you so much for sending that to me through Octoly, Kevin Aquan. Okay, the next thing that I want to tell you about is my absolute love for the month, and that is this Intensify Catrice Prime and Fine eyeshadow primer. This is such a good eyeshadow primer. The reason is because not only is it just great for gripping your eyeshadow, it has that white cast to it, which helps even out any tone that you might have, you know, dark tone that you might have on your eyelid. I put it up into my eyebrows too, but the other thing that it does is it dries down so quick, and I love that. I love that it dries down quick because I do not want to put an eyeshadow primer on and then put another coat of eyeshadow on to make it dry down, because I believe that eyeshadow primers were made to grip your eyeshadow and keep your eyeshadow on all day. And if you put a coat of powder on there first, then what's going to happen? It's only going to sit on top of the powder. So that's just my belief. That's what I was taught years and years ago. But Catrice Prime and Fine eyeshadow primer is a winner for me. Okay, I found some really great highlighters in this month, and I found this one, and it's called Master Holographic, and I like this a lot. I may have put this in my my favorites last month. I'm not exactly sure, but this is one that I can wear and pull off when I'm doing just a little bit more of a purple look or blue looks or something. I use this on my cheeks. I don't know whether or not you can see the little tiny bit of that lavender cast. This one does have the little itty bitty pieces of glitter in it, but I find that it doesn't take very long through the day for the glitter to be gone. And then you just have the pretty highlight left. And then this one is a new one from Essence. It's Pure Nude Highlighter, and this one is called Be My Space Light. This is the exact same texture as the other Essence one, and everybody has just flipped their lid for the original Essence one, which we all love to use, but this one is really pretty in its own right. Next I have two lip glosses, which I really am digging this month. This one is the e.l.f. Prismatic Lip Gloss, and this one is in Amethyst. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, I have been liking this one this month. It is not super pigmented when you put it on, but it does, if you wear it alone, it does have just a tiny bit of a little bit of a cast that really makes your lips look pretty if you're just wearing it alone. And then this one has been around forever, and I picked up a new one recently. This one is from Revlon, and it is their lip glosses, and I can't remember, but it's the tube like this with the little crystal on the top. And I hope they never discontinue this one because I'm gonna cry. And I can't see what the color is on this, but it's number 525. This is one of those ones that I wore forever. I mean, I have worn this probably since I was in my 30s. It's one of those ones that it just looks pretty on top of everything. And I can put a little bit on so you can see what it's like. But it just looks gorgeous on everything. And Revlon has tons and tons of colors. It's a really good lip gloss for being there for a long time without having that sticky feel. You know, some of them can be really, really heavy. The e.l.f. one isn't heavy either. Although out of the two, I would say that the Revlon one would last longer because it is a tiny bit heavier, but it doesn't feel sticky to me. But I don't mind a sticky lip gloss because I come from the 80s. So hello, we're gonna get into our lip glosses. I have two eyeshadow palettes and then I'm done. First of all, you guys have seen this all over social media, and there's a reason, because this Urban Decay Born to Run palette is so pretty. It's one of those ones that I feel like you could create countless looks with. I watched one of their co-founders do her look with these pinks right here and that purple, and man, it was stunning. It was absolutely stunning. It has a great array of metallics and shimmers, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if you pick this up. It is so much better than the Naked palettes. You know, the Naked palettes have their place in that they are all neutral tones, but you get neutral tones in here too, and then you get all of the bright, bold colors to play with as well. I just think that this was a knock it out of the park palette. I wish that they would make this permanent in their line. I don't know if they will or not, but Rimmel came out with these new palettes. I have 3 of them. They are the Magnify Eyes palettes, and they are in all of these beautiful colors. And actually, I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't had a chance to use the crimson one. So here's the crimson edition that I haven't used yet. It's got these stunning pinks and maroons and rose colors in it that I can't wait to dive into, but I haven't had a chance to yet. And then the other one is the Magnify Electric Violet edition. This has my kind of colors in it, you guys. You guys know how much I love purples. This one was a little bit harder to build up, and I get that it is a little bit harder to work with purples. It's a little bit harder to nail the formula on them, but this can be built up. You can, I would suggest that as you use it with your brush just a little bit wet to be able to, you know, really get those colors to intensify. But what I loved about it too was they threw in just these little 2 surprise colors. This is just like a really bold turquoise color, but it works so good with all of these. And then you do have a couple of rose colors in here. And then this one down here is a very deep blue. I just think it's so pretty. And then I'll swatch another. Let's see, let me get into one of these purples for you guys. They're gorgeous. They turned out so pretty, and they swatch really well, but as you're using them on your eyes, you are going to have to build them up. And this Spice Edition of them, I have used this, and you know what, guys, I like this better than the Naked Heat, and I'll tell you why. Because it has some more colors than the Naked Heat did, and it seems to not, like with when I used the Naked Heat, every time I used it, it just made the same look across my eyes. It's one of those that if you can't afford the Naked Heat, get this one. You won't be sorry you did, and I can't find which one I didn't swatch there. You won't be sorry that you did, and the colors are great. This is a matte. Look how deep and gorgeous and saturated that is. So that's everything for today's video. I hope that you guys did enjoy the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. I love you guys all so very much. I've done 3 videos and now my voice is going, so I'm going to say goodbye for today. You all take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful, wonderful week or weekend, whichever you're watching this on, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye-bye, you guys.